5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hi guys, and welcome back to
Lyina. It's your boy, Bursa.
I'm Rashmita.
It's Dole.
And Arti.
So today we are going to talk about coronavirus.
Or COVID-19. The hot topic. We'll leave it to Barsha to lead. How about this? Oh, we kind of have a structure for this video. So before we get into the actual structure, I guess, what are your thoughts and opinion on this COVID-19 that's been going on?
I'm scared, guys.
She is so terrified.
I'm blimmin' scared.
Blimmin'
scared. Rather than being scared of the virus itself, I'm just like really angered by the racism that's coming up.
Oh,
recently.
we'll get to that, darling. So hold on, we'll get to that in a bit.
The tea is only just getting hot.
Did it go there?
Oh my god.
Okay. What do you think about it?
I don't know, I just...
Right?
Yeah.
It's just whatever.
Yeah,
It
it's
is
like...
what it is.
We had so many diseases that has come through. Like this is like one of them. So
I have a lot of worries, like especially for a few still developing countries who might not be able to have access to like those aids.
We'll get to that as well.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm opposite of Arati and more of a door. Hello, door. Door level ma, where I'm not panicked. I can see why people are panicked, but personally, like, I'm panic now because it's kind of like, for me, I see it as, okay, this is going on. Yes, I accept that it's going on, but there isn't much I can do apart from singing happy birthday while washing my hands.
That's true.
So that's why I'm like twice,
yeah.
20 seconds. So because of that, I'm like, okay, because even the doctors, I mean, everyone's just on the same boat, I guess, So, yeah. So, I mean, that's our thoughts. But before Mandali, our next segment or part of this is that we're going to be talking about some interesting COVID-19 theories. Given some things that have surfaced, chit chat out that people have been talking, speculating this and that. So we'll have a I think I have like a couple. So what I will do is I'm gonna tell you guys, and for each of them I want you guys to say either that's a possibility, or meh, whatever. But before I get onto that, I do want to say what I'm about to say is absolutely not 100% accurate. It's just people are like, what it is, what if
It's just an idea.
Yeah, so YouTube, please don't ban this video because I know how y'all are with conspiracy. I don't want to say the word.
The C word.
The C word. So I'm just
they're both C words.
What? Oh, that's another C word. The C word. Word. But yeah, because I don't know, I'm just scared to even say the word. So yeah, let's just get on with it.
Okay.
So the first one, which is a very popular one, and recently even their side of the government have kind of blamed it. Actually, no, I'm not even going to get to that first of all. Okay, so the first theory, I don't want to even say that word. The first, yeah. Try why not?
TH.
The first
silent RY.
I'm gonna
Just say the T. The T is.
Just say an idea.
T.
Just say an
Okay.
idea.
So I'm gonna say T. So the first T is that it is a man-made thing by the Chinese government to control its population. So wait, hold on, that's the same. Or meh. Okay. Oh, what do you guys think that?
Well, I mean, China has a lot of people, you guys, so it could be possible. But do you know another thing that I heard was that apparently the US brought the virus over to China somehow.
We'll get to that in a bit. But then there is that counter argument. So people like they're like, oh, it is made by the Chinese government to control the population. But there's the other side to that where people are like, but why would they do that to their own people, especially during this time of New Year's celebration, knowing that it damages their economy? So and then people are like, so why would they care more about, I'm pretty sure they care more about the economy than the population of the people. But because again,
What do you think then?
Me,
She thinks a lot.
I think a lot. I mean, for me, I'm like, I like to, with the T's, I like to hear it. I don't want to be like, oh, you ne ho. That I just love to hear the both side, and I'm always kind of in between, like, yeah, that's possible, but that's also possible. So I'm like,
she's the maybe.
I'm in the middle. Okay, next one. Then again, this again, man-made no, by the Chinese government to control the protest that was going on in Hong Kong.
Oh,
Wait,
how
hold
did
on.
you think about that?
Come on, then give me the or meh.
Tea. Sip it.
Sip it, girls. Oh my god. Okay, anytime you think, just sip it, yeah?
No, this is just gonna be turn out to be a episode of laughter, you guys.
I know. Okay, yeah. So
serious topic.
because since the whole breakout wasn't
Yeah.
there has obviously protests in and so
Yes.
it's kind of like, okay, did it work? And some people on top of that think, they did it to control the protest, that it kind of went like basically crazy because uncontrollably buoyant. So that's that one.
That's
Okay.
a crazy
Mhm.
idea.
Next one, COVID-19 is a bioweapon, a harmful biological agent used as a weapon of war. What do you guys think about that?
Weapon of
So it's like a bioweapon, okay, to attack a lot of people across the globe, and it was created for that reason too.
I'm like in between. Like I could be or
And
I mean, it could be true, but
all of these could be like true, but it's kind of like, is it though? But then apparently it's already been debunked because as we know, the global mortality rate at the moment has been around 3.4%. I do want to say we are filming this on the 15th of March, so the statistics and everything could change. And this 3.4 is from 12th of March, so it could increase or whatever, but it is fairly low. So if they were to go forward with it, then I'm pretty sure it would have the number would have been higher. Bonsai. I just want to say bonsai for everything. So the next one. The scientists were working on something in the lab. I know there is a lab in Wuhan called the Wuhan National Biosafety Lab, the only lab in China designated for studying dangerous pathogens like SARS and Ebola. So what the theory is, what the T is that they were working on something and accidentally this COVID-19 was created and it leaked and it went crazy.
I'm getting goosebumps.
But what was your thought with the
it could be.
Okay.
That is actually a very
quite scary.
scary concept.
Because I always heard about like, it was created, not even in Wuhan, it was created somewhere else, but then they're just blaming it on Wuhan to hide the secret location. But knowing the fact that there is that laboratory, and I even had a look and it is the actual place. So after that, I'm like, well. Okay, the next one. The study shows that China has already penetrated the global market by manufacturing the majority of the world's consumer products. What happens when it creates the most what? Wait, hold on. Let me go on it. So basically, yeah. So like I said, China is quite like our they're known as the world's factory because manufacturing everything they own and made in China. So so how you said earlier, this was created by the US government in order to keep China on the low. What I mean by that is statistically, US is and has retained its position as the world's largest economy since 1871.
Yes.
However, China has experienced exponential growth over the last few decades and currently sits as the world's second largest economy. I know. So the US kind of feels threatened, apparently enough, and because of that, they created this in order to damage China's economy. Oh, girl. And on top of that, to add on to that, so China apparently was supposedly planning to build a superhighway train system or a high-speed rail system, which connects China to all over Asia. So it's easier for trade. Well, I have read about that. I was talking with Dad, and he was like saying they've already started with the structures and everything. Yeah? And apparently, on top of the, how I said about China, like USA गरेको China like this गर्नु, like basically another on top of that, के हो भनेपछि चाहिँ US ले नै यो गरेको रे in order to block that, because once the trading starts go out, then तिनीहरूको economy बढ्दै जान्छ नि त. For that reason,
there's too many things going on.
Yeah.
Okay. The next one. Well, this is the first part of it is a fact. It is estimated that by 2020, the pharmaceutical industry would be worth approximately 1.3 trillion US dollars. It is one of the top markets in the world right now. So the existing, there's already this thing about pharmaceutical companies. Basically that
gotta get a pay rise.
Oh, I was like, what? She works within the pharmaceutical industry. But yeah, so the existing tea is that, for example, about cancer, that's the kurare. It's been going for a while, and stuff like cancer researchers, they've been researching on this for a long time.
Yeah.
The tea is that they've already found a cure, but they don't want to.
I believe that.
Yeah.
They don't want to reveal the cure because number one, it's making a lot of money, and they have a lot of customers, and also to control the population. So there's that. But along so pharmaceutical kura bhayena. So with the new conspiracy COVID-19 tea, what it is that before the COVID-19 even leaked out to the world and so on, apparently they knew of this and how deadly it could be. They already have a cure right now. And they have the cure, for example, on your virus, and people are like, hysteria, panic, and then eventually they're going to be like, oh, I have a cure.
Yeah.
Okay. They already have it. But apparently cure just and this is going to cost this much. And people are panic, so that's not one of them.
So, yes, I believe that.
So another one, 5G, which I'm like, So 5G, the network and everything. Okay, so T, I keep saying that. The T is that countries are being attacked and targeted via the 5G, such as, for example, Italy, the crazy way and it's all down to 5G. 5G 5G weakens your immune system, making you more susceptible to the virus. However, there has been no solid evidence to this. This is just like people just speculating and all that. There is a group on Facebook called Stop 5G or something spreading, and apparently where they just talk about T's all the time. And what they're trying to do is what Facebook and YouTube and what they're trying to do is trying to limit it so that it doesn't go crazy. Okay? Which on top of that, people are like, but why would you do that? Why would you limit? Does it mean it's true? Because freedom of speech and all that. So yeah, so with that one,
but 5G is a connection.
Yep.
That's invisible.
Yep.
How does that then?
Radiation, okay? Because 5G, when it's a fifth generation, because at the moment we use 4G and all that. 5G, it's something to do with the radiation in the air, like it physically weakens your immune ray. So when the COVID-19, such viruses come out, like you're more susceptible to it being like more. I guess like
you're
So yeah, and then on top of that,
this is like because I don't understand the concept of it.
Yeah, this one was a bit fishy to me too. Like it didn't make sense. And then it also says on following that in a virus, it started in Wuhan, which is obviously what people say. And Wuhan apparently is also the first city in China to receive the 5G, but apparently this is not true. So there was a bit of a conflicting articles. So the fact is they 5G bought the immune ugario, like for example, Italy male kosto crazy boy like 5G le garera afno immune system like ghatayo somehow, and then the virus just attack where a number of deaths and all that is rising and so on.
Is 5G the latest
connection?
Because I thought like
don't say 6G. Girl, like
no,
can you imagine?
I think like in Korea there's already 6-7 voicing
What up?
something like that. But I'm not sure.
They're in different level as well.
Don't quote me.
I wouldn't be surprised if you said Japan. They're like on a whole new level.
Yeah, because UK is very slow in that.
It is
in that term. Yeah. So.
Yep.
So the next one is something to do with the remedies. It's not so much of a tea, but it's kind of like, you know how there's so many remedies. Oh, if you have like garlic, it'll help you kick your butt, which which is okay because it's not very damaging, even though if it works or not, but damaging sananta. But there are so many people that now spreading false rumors saying you should drink bleach and stuff like that. First of all, do not do that. That is silly. That is stupid. Do not do that. Because I just wanted to add this on because I just wanted to inform people out there now. Where is it gone? So COVID-19 is a viral infection. Usually with viral infections like common colds and so on, the only way to recover or recovery process is that through resting and drinking plenty of fluids, especially warm water. And basically, once the immune system detects a virus, it makes antibodies. And therefore, like they were antibiotics, it doesn't really work in this case. So for that reason, the best way to fight a virus is to prevent infection in the first place, and such as like I want to have dune for 20 seconds and stuff like that. I just wanted to put that out there because so many like people were saying bleach kind of words. I've seen it here.
Yeah, you're just gonna end up dying, mate.
Population control.
And like okay, and then it was last night actually. We were just having dinner and my dad suddenly goes, vodka and I was like, huh? What?
Oh yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
So vodka.
And yeah, he was showing me the document and it looks like an official letter from Kansas City, like America, and it's basically recommended people to drink vodka because it will kill all the germs and so on. I mean, there is that मान्छेले भन्छ नि बिरामी खोकी लाग्दाखेरि चाहिँ अलिकति खाइ चट्टै निको हुन्छ भन्छ नि, but like COVID-19 and such viral infections like that, I don't know, man.
I don't think so. I think that idea derives from back in the days when they didn't have medical access, which we have now, and they used alcohol or like whiskey as a way of treating themselves. And I think that idea probably derives from that. And I was like, if we think about in this time and moment, that's not effective anymore because like
there's so much like I guess scientific proof out there. It's only like listen to the health professionals, not just social media, okay? And then
I think I heard like back in I don't know when, but
back in those
like
days,
army people used to have whiskey to keep themselves warm in the winter time.
It does make sense, you see.
It's like how they use cough syrup as medication as well.
It doesn't do shit. It just tones it down for a bit, but it's not. But
it was like a major medication back in the days, you know.
And so and then I was talking to Dad and I was like, this can't be real. Like that's silly. As a health professional, all that. Why would a health professional recommend an alcoholic to exactly. And Dad was like, this looks like a professional letter. And I was like, Dad, I can make this on Photoshop in 5 minutes. But don't.
Maybe it's a marketing strategy.
It could be.
People trying to sell vodkas.
It's just like how back in those days, like cigarettes and stuff. Doctor would endorse it and be like, it's good for you. It was basically a big marketing thing. Even milk is a marketing thing.
I've heard of that.
It's crazy. I don't know the full story, so I'm not gonna get I don't want to give out false information. So the last one that I have is not so much of a tea. It's just me and somebody else was talking about this, and basically what he said was, well, basically, he was at work. He's Nepali, and he was at work. He was talking to another friend of his who was from Philippines, and this was, I think, a week ago. And then the Filipino साथीले चाहिँ उलाई सोधेको रे के, oh, by the way, do you know any situation about your COVID यस्तो भइरहेछ के हुँदैछ नेपालमा भनेर सोधेको रे हैन. And then he said there has been one case, but they've recovered. And then what about you? But at that time, recently, I think 10 ki 11 was, but they're all negative. But एउटा positive पनि recover भयो नि त. And he also asked उसको साथी Filipino guy and said, what about in the Philippines? Like, what's going on there? Because 0 cases. And then they had a discussion. They were like, isn't it funny how it's targeted to just developed nations and developing nations? Oh my God, I'm just getting goosebumps. But yeah, like I was so freaked out. And then but then my thought was maybe because of a viral infection, it's usually common in the because they're cold temperature and usually our developing nations, if we look at Philippines, Nepal, and the Gormi ones, so maybe that is the reason. Well. But it is fascinating, and we talked when we watched Yora Mansiko's story. I think, what's the name? I don't know her name.
I don't know what her name
but she was basically saying the same thing how Nepal and she thinks it's something to do with the higher uppers.
So either like the government or the officials are not documenting these cases and not sharing it with everyone, not sharing it with the whole nation, or that it's a miracle and that they really don't have it.
Yeah, it's so crazy. And
It's crazy.
oh my god. Yeah.
The virus just hopped our country.
Not this country. But yeah, it's so crazy. And then like,
You know,
I don't-
like, yeah, at one point I heard like people were questioning why Africa didn't have any cases either. Like this was
They're
quite a
developing
time
country
ago.
as well,
I'm gonna, you guys carry it. I'm gonna actually have a look at the latest.
Yeah, this was
and
what
see
quite a
if
time ago. But like in recent times they have had like cases now, like in a few places, in a few continents. I know.
Hmm.
That's what you
Do you know
say,
what
right?
I thought? Like, Akina Africa man, they know what it is.
You know? Oh no.
So silly.
What is
Because
that?
like, you know, like
This is gonna be silly, I know it already.
Because like mostly Chinese people, they go to like Italy and like for
Then Africans are
holidays.
there, no?
Yeah. But that I don't know.
Actually, that one of the ideas that
But
can
people
be true
do
as
go.
well.
Yeah.
Because
Like-
they go to the safari and stuff as well.
Mm. But like those,
But it makes sense because
Only-
like the Chinese fans say like the gamma goes because skin like they want to
Yeah.
say they were at the country man no go ki.
and only those who have money have the access and ability to travel to other countries. So
There was another thing. I don't know how accurate it is, which accurate
so
it
like
is or
in
not.
like less developed countries, they
Mhm.
would not likely to be go out to holidays on another country and come back to their country. I don't know.
I also heard, and I don't know, of course, don't know how accurate this is, but obviously between China and Nepal, the Mount Everest and not like basically, there's not like a reason to because the mountain is blocked. By the building. I don't want to say. I don't want to say his or her name.
It's so like you know like mountain चाहिँ अब too cold भयो नि त, so like it probably froze.
Oh my god.
Whereas like in Africa it's too hot that it burned them up.
And another thing, like we kind of, I don't know if you mentioned it, but you know how media is playing such a big part in this. isn't it?
Of course.
Like that is the reason I feel like man series ateko because obviously media my everyday death go toll rise with this or
Yeah.
every death would be basically report wasn't. That's why we freak out. But they haven't really personally haven't witnessed any that this are recovery rate ko kura garदाखेरि
Like they haven't followed up on anyone who has recovered and like shown like, oh, how did you feel? How are you
There was a
now?
guy in YouTube.
But
who
no,
came-
we meant like media.
Oh,
like
covered media.
news,
Yeah, what like
BBC,
world
CNN.
news and everything.
So, updated today, 16:45. So, at the moment, I don't know how accurate this is, but this is, I think, UK Mamatre, no? 163,344 cases.
No, this is overall.
Overall, yeah. So, अब त्यो पनि हेरौँ. So, त्यो भएन. Out of that, 6,086 say death भयो. 76,219 say recovered. That's almost like half-ish, isn't it? But it's let's look at it country going. So as we know, China top the China boy, but even there, did you see that map like clear book, okay? Before and after,
No.
like recovery rate, okay? Let me try to find it. You guys won't see it.
But like
Nah.
right now,
Well,
like
not
China has really के भन्छ, like
They've
done
like
a good
a
job.
lot, yeah.
Yeah, to kind of preserve the virus, and the recovery rate has gone up, and they are slowly opening back businesses, I think.
Okay, yeah. And on top of that, about your list that I'm looking at the moment, it's got like most affected to the least affected. We're currently, as of this today, 15th of March, on the 10th in the list.
The UK, yeah.
Yeah, the UK. So it's China, Italy, Iran. Iran, like, yeah, I was so shocked. Iran mat is supporting it.
Me too.
Yeah,
like,
I didn't know
you know,
it was
I
that
didn't
top.
even know
News
about
didn't
it.
even cover it that much.
Exactly.
And then it's South Korea, Spain, Germany, France, USA, Switzerland, and then the UK.
Okay.
Let's see who's in the bottom.
Listen.
Nepal Prahe. Last Matze, Uzbekistan. Oh my god, I butchered that.
Uzbekistan.
Uzbekistan, yeah.
Oh, you know, Russia,
Oh, I don't
man,
know.
they don't have a lot of cases. I haven't heard anything from Russia.
They've been drinking that vodka.
Oh, yeah?
Oh my god. drink vodka. And the guy's like, no, don't.
I'm sorry. Don't get offended.
Yeah, so that is the tea for to get the conversation started. So we wanted to move on to xenophobia and all these issues and the stories and this hate that's been going on. What are your thoughts on that? Xenophobia.
Sad.
It's sad.
So for people that don't know what xenophobia is, it's kind of like individuals scared of other races. I know.
Like, yeah, so fear of foreigners.
Yeah. Oh my god, that sounds so sad.
Oh,
It's
it
so
is.
sad.
Yeah, so yeah, because obviously we all probably, you guys at home probably saw the Asian man collecting cans in San Francisco, and he got attacked. And then there's been like cases where people have been jumped at the gates, and it's
in the UK. I think there's just one.
the Singapore
so far, yeah,
so
so far.
it's disgusting that around, and like,
Yeah, why do that? Like,
and the funny thing is, or not even the funny actually, just the thing is, people were saying that the xenophobia wanted attack Gorsa, but that's not the case.
yeah.
They probably always hated that race or hated that person, and
now
they
This
used
is just
it,
an excuse.
Yeah.
using it as an
Yeah.
excuse. Yeah, so it's disgusting. Have you experienced any, with the recent rise in COVID-19, have you received or experienced any xenophobia kind of?
Thankfully, no, for
Not
me.
Personally, no.
Personally, no.
Personally, no, but one of our comments, remember?
Oh yeah.
So
Oh
this
my
was when the
God,
story
yes.
first came out,
So
because
this was like around
end of January.
end of January, when of course our channel was only starting out. By the way, we do delete comments that are, you know,
Extremely rude. We had two
Of that
extremely
kind.
No,
rude.
we've had more than that.
Whoa.
But yeah, I think.
Okay, I haven't seen those.
we don't want
me
that
and
kind of
Alex in that. Yeah,
negativity.
delete.
Yeah, we don't want that kind
We're
of
here.
negativity.
We're here to spread positivity.
Positivity.
That's always been one of our goals, or kind of like Munsani, because this year is all about positivity, guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, what did it say? It was like,
Should I say?
you say it, we're not gonna say who it is, but
This
Go ahead, Theory.
person said, "Oh, is this what you do in lockdown?"
and
we
you
were
know
like,
what? They're probably thinking they're
"Excuse
so
us?"
funny. Yeah, like
Yeah.
mate, I actually saw that comment and Malena go think your profile ko bhanera.
It's not even us who found it. It was your friend, was it?
I
Who
didn't even
said-
know.
Look
Oh,
at. No,
yeah.
it was her friend.
Yeah. Yeah, my
Friend.
friend was like, "Oh, have you seen your comment?" I'm like, "What comment?" And then he was like, "Oh, check your first video." Like, I don't know which
I think
video
it was first or second.
first or
yeah.
second video. And then I was like, "What?" But I can't see it. And then I pressed like the newest first and commented. It was right there. I was like, how have I not seen this for like the past day?
And then like so I did go on to see honest to God, it was like this 12-year-old kid.
Kid.
Yeah. And you know those videos that people like how PewDiePie does the like gaming videos?
Yeah.
He did like that, and it was like 2 minutes, 3 minutes ago, and he had like 2 views, 52 views, 8 views. Like what's any go? Okay, well.
What was it? Was it Gora?
I think it was Gora. It was Futsike.
Yeah.
Like
Like the futse mote bachar huncha ni.
Don't be rude. That was about positivity.
Sorry guys.
okay, that's it, we're done.
The
They were
true colour
just
is
too
coming
rude.
out. The true colors are coming out.
Yeah,
Here
okay.
comes the hypocrisy.
Like, don't be negative.
Oh my
Like
days.
that.
Okay. So and then we were going up on.
Also, our third video, which was coming to the UK, was it?
Oh yeah.
Can't believe we had quite a lot of racism in it.
Yeah, they were like,
Why are
"Oh,
you
what is
racist
it?"
together?
People
No, I don't know why
was-
people need
Go back
I
to your
think they're-
country.
No,
Or
you
something.
want
What
to
was
funny.
this word? A certain word that he used.
I think I don't want to say. Should I say?
What?
It was something to do with your gran, something your nan.
Your nan.
Oh, it says
Oh.
your nan is dead and something.
It was so rude.
Now
I
you
don't know
got
why.
it.
Yeah.
I don't know why people like. They're just stupid keyboard
Yeah.
warriors. 'Cause they can't say it face to face, so they're
Don't
behind.
call them warriors.
Oh, why are you
Keyboard
offended by that, mate? Like,
Warrior is like a
no,
very.
no, but that's what they're known as. Neither like generally go YouTubers that they was like keyboard warriors. All you can do is like type it behind that keyboard. Because basically what they're trying to say is basically real life bonus something else like behind keyboard
Yeah.
with not even their actual profile, like
Oh,
fake
yeah.
profile of like hate spread gardening. Like why don't be rude to not only I mean mother just don't be rude. Period.
And you know the funny thing is, we're not even that race, which is
No. God, I did it this thing.
No, it's fine. Say it how it is, girl. No, I think no. That well, I think what you're trying to say
Because
is
because,
in
yeah,
our
we-
first video,
yeah,
we already
we-
said we are this.
Yeah, and that's very
and there's no
true.
point hiding it because we are going to talk about
Yeah.
racism.
Yeah.
That was the
It's-
video
it's
anyway.
just like ignorance people.
Yeah. I guess the best thing we can do is ignore those people because like if you just reply if you give
Yeah.
attention, they're gonna be like, oh, instead I'm gonna add more race
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
hate comments or whatever.
They love that.
Yeah, they love.
Yeah.
They basically
They
they're
love
just
that
trying to get attention,
Yeah.
which is kind of sad, you know. But yeah, I wanted to say, have you guys experienced, besides xenophobia and your COVID-19, but the agadi, or have you in life experienced any racial abuse?
Oh
Or
yeah, in general life, always.
is it like usually customers or like
It's
do they
just
say
like-
certain things?
Yeah,
or like,
Yeah.
they'll look at you and say, "Oh, ching chong, oh hello."
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Even
yeah.
when we
I
go
hate
holiday,
Yeah.
remember? Like, yeah, it's like
And they'll be like, "Oh, do you eat dogs? Do you eat cats?"
no, we don't.
to me, that just shows that they're so uneducated though.
Yeah.
Like Hunzani. You can't even differentiate between this and that, Hunzani.
Yeah.
They think we're all the same, okay?
Yeah. There was this one girl in my school,
Mm-hmm.
and then from junior school, and I went to senior school with her,
Mm-hmm.
and then we were like kind of okay friends, but then she got with her own group,
Mm-hmm.
which was a
Gora.
Gora people.
Mm-hmm.
And then like I think when we were in PE lesson, you know, when you go like the locker room change or something,
Yeah.
and then she came to us and then be like, why are you even in this country? Go back to your own country.
Oh, yeah,
and stuff
that's-
like that. I'm like,
I've had that many
Yeah,
times.
we hear that a lot.
what is your problem?
I'm like, yo, this is my country. I'm like, Hunzani, you know the one we've been raised here that we see this as our
Yeah,
own country.
country,
Hunzani. So when they say that, I'm like, mate, I already am.
Yeah, like what's the point of saying that? Like, what do you gain from it?
Mm.
Gain
Or like,
yeah.
Hunzani, they're taking our jobs.
Yeah,
Like, work for
like,
it then. Go be
Yeah.
a cleaner. Like like
job is any
job
job.
is a job.
Another thing I heard from a friend, they apparently, अब हामी नेपालीहरूले के गर्छ नि कमाउँछ कमाइसकेपछि we save it नि त गोराहरूले
Yeah.
usually spend
Yeah,
गरिहाल्छ नि
they
त
just
पबहरूमा
splurge.
गएर and then अनि नेपालीहरूले चाहिँ we also love very luxurious thing भन्नाले अब
Yeah.
मान्छेहरूले MK को ब्यागहरू
Yeah.
किन्छ DKNY all that stuff, right? And apparently a friend who works at, I'm not going to say actually, a friend को कुरा सुनेको अरे, and they were like, why are these हुन्छ नि नेपाली cleaners, they're only cleaners, why are they walking around carrying MK bags, how could they even afford भनेको अरे के.
Oh my God.
Wow.
I was like, what?
They worked hard for it.
Yeah.
It's called a thing. It's a little thing, one word called saving. Come on, like
Yeah.
save gore the boy, any. But yeah, it's just so crazy.
But if that makes
Crazy
you
how
happy,
their
then-
mindset works as well.
Oh, actually, this is a very big one. Like, I wish I had the balls back in the days. You know how I said I couldn't say no or couldn't
Yeah.
say shit for all. So this was. Do you remember Amro school one? I mean, whenever we used to say after school or whatever, we used to get the public transport, of course.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
the bus stop outside M&S,
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
A Town,
Yeah.
kebab
Yes.
shop.
Yes.
Yeah.
But literally, I was and I was just waiting to get on the bus, and there was two ladies, middle-aged ladies, and there was two of them talking about just kiki kura bhairithyo. And I think that was the day where bazi bajhari alshma धेरै हुनुहुन्छ नि त, so they go to collect pensions and stuff like that. And त्यो गर्नलाई चाहिँ princess hallमा थियो के,
Yeah.
and they were all like walking over. That was the day नि त, so I guess for the duita gorinहरू, they saw like, oh my god, कति धेरै Asianहरू के, and they were all headed towards that direction.
Mm.
And then they said like, oh, what are they doing? They're probably going to collect pension. All they do is come to our country and take all the pension and all our hard working pay. Okay?
Oh.
I wish I had the balls back in those days to say, girl, do you even know what you're saying? Like, educate yourself, because
Yeah.
we've done. We badale.
Our
Our
but
Bazizaru, who's fought in the world war and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We've been with the British Army for like over 200 years or
Yeah.
something. Like, the one there, I was like, oh my god. You know, when you're in that situation, you're like, but oh, I should have said this, I should have said that. And I was like,
Yeah,
damn
yeah.
it. But
When
yeah,
you're
I was so shocked to hear
Yeah.
that. Okay?
Understand your history.
Yeah.
Like even if you don't understand it, just be respectful.
Yeah, and
everyone.
Purun, then you like, instead of being like, oh, that is that, oh, it's happened, one over side, question yourself, like, why is it like that? Let me go and look into it, one, and educate yourself, yeah. And
So when like you get that one supporter, or like when like even elderly baji boys like we're like we worked with like your granddads and all that, you get like positive vibes, and I really like it's like Gorkhali people, and then I'm so thankful and then that's really heartwarming
that
as
is
well,
right,
right?
yeah. And actually, like few years back, actually ages ago, like our family and our cousin family, we went up to Scotland for I think a trip ke summertime. We went up to Scotland and for the hazy we stopped at Blackpool. Yo, Blackpool had a lot of racist people.
Really?
They were so racist. Our Blackpool tower and then to be honest, I don't blame them. It's the way they are raised. The people around them and so on.
Isn't it?
Yeah. And then they were like, I think they did say like ching chong, all that stuff. But they also like dunga fale ko hamlai. Yeah.
Wow.
Dunga fale the ke hamlai. And I just remember it and I was so shocked. And then our cousin, Ashish, I think Ule say dunga. He didn't throw it, but he picked it. He's like, what comes into my face or whatever. And they ran away. But it was so like disrespectful. It was so rude. And then people around, obviously, they didn't do anything. They didn't give a shit. But like, it was so like, can't believe that just happened.
Yeah.
It's shocking.
Stop with racism, guys. It's not the answer. This is not the way we move forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, like how we keep saying, we're going backwards.
We are like,
We're not going
backwards.
forward.
Yeah. It's sad.
We're supposed to be moving forward, 2020 vision, not backwards.
This world, we're going backwards. We almost had World War III. We almost had King War III.
Oh yeah. January, my World War III.
What else?
February, the fire in
Australia
fire,
yeah.
And then now
COVID.
March, COVID.
What's next in April?
What's next? What have you got for us?
So we're not ready. We're not ready. We've had enough.
But then actually the COVID blah 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 blah
19
started in
2019
that's
apparently.
another-
It just
why.
blew up recently.
Yeah.
That's why.
But you know, back to the tea, they were saying that
Tea.
of course, it happened poile, but they were obviously trying to hush it for a long time. That's why the whistleblowers, when the doctor is
Yes.
Yeah.
have you noticed
I
they
heard
are
about that.
gone?
Yeah.
What?
The doctor who whistleblowed.
Really?
Yeah, there's some tea behind that.
Oh.
That's some
I
hot
know.
tea.
And they were also saying, I don't know
What
about
are they
now.
hiding?
Yeah, they were trying to like keep it hush hush on the down low. But they were also saying how the figures that were given to us, they wanted double it, but they didn't want to scare people and they kind of just wanted to limit. Just
At the end of the day, we're all humans, We have like the same blood color. And
if you remove the skin, boners, okay?
yeah.
Oh, was it? We are all one race, and that is the human race.
Race.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Be human
Yeah.
first before you are anything else.
Don't be
Like-
an animal.
Yeah. I mean, even
Unless
animals
you're a
are nicer.
dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Dogs are
better.
They're more self-caring to
They
eat
don't.
their
Oh,
race than
yeah.
other people.
Just like, like, we need to stop with this negativity that's like all the time. It's everywhere.
Like,
Got
if you
a bit
don't
passionate
like,
there, got
well, if you're not comfortable with that race or if you don't like them, just don't say anything at all. Don't approach
Exactly.
them.
Yeah.
But
if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say.
say.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh, another thing. Apparently, patients are now refusing to see Asian doctors. They're
Wow.
doctors. They have worked hard. They know what they're doing. Like, you're seriously not going to go
At
see a
least they
doctor
are
because of
risking
the
their
race.
life.
Like,
Yeah.
when I heard that news, I was
What was it? Was it
Oh my
Chinese?
god, hold on. There was this
Chinese
another one.
Was it Chinese doctors that's going to Italy?
Yeah,
to
they
help?
are.
I mean,
I don't know.
There's another story. When this virus was newly in the news and everything, when everyone was starting to panic, I remember one of our friends, Prashmita, when she went out with her friends out to London.
Oh yeah.
They went to they were just enjoying their day. They just went to like a bar or something, and then the
As
guy,
they were
as they were like passing by, the guy said, what did they say? They
I
said
can't
something
remember. It
along
was
the lines of
racist.
like, very racist comments, and
relating to COVID-19. Though.
Yeah.
It was something related to COVID-19.
and sometimes you don't even know what job that individual is doing, so just keep your mouth shut, because that friend, she's a nurse, and she
that
could
friend
be
and the group of
saving-
girls that she was with, they're all
Yeah,
nurses.
yeah.
they could be the ones saving your ass at the end of the
Your
day.
parents, your grandparents, and Sunny, like not
So-
just you. So just be kind.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You never know, Sunny. That so, like I said, if you do have that questions or if you do have like the racist comments to say, instead of saying it first, and then kind of like look
Think
into the
about it,
history,
yeah.
and Sunny, put yourself in their shoes. How would they feel? So the Haiti and just stop. All right. But did you also hear, the Corona beer, the sales have been going
yeah.
down, which is like,
They are not related at all.
it's not related at all. I do feel bad. I
Yeah.
feel for the brand. I wonder what they're
Yeah,
trying to
I
do. Or
Imagine if they just renamed their brand.
Norona. We're not Corona. We're Norona. Yeah. But just
But
Well,
yeah,
yeah.
so if you see like people out there, don't
Stand up for them,
don't
actually.
yeah,
That's
stand
number
up for
one.
them and don't
Don't be
assume-
recording that video. Go stand up for them. Yeah.
I hate that.
I mean,
I know
but
you
then
want to
it's a
be
good
viral.
Thing, yeah, good
I
thing
guess.
to record as well because for
It's
evidence,
evidence,
as well.
yeah.
so-
Like that guy who got the Asian man in San Francisco. He got caught in it because he
Oh,
obviously
yeah.
shared that video,
Mm.
and
But then like
the guy
Well,
let
I
him go.
guess
nice, that
people,
Bazi.
But you know
people-
what? People were saying, you know how Basil is, and there did a man who got arrested for being involved in that. The cameraman, I think he was only 20
He was
something.
released,
No,
yeah.
he was released because it was the Basil wish to say like, no, I don't want to put him
Yeah.
behind bars, which is massive. We're like kind of outraged and saying, why would he do that? Blah 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 blah. But there's this girl who came out to say, actually, he did a good thing because it shows that. We cannot be racist to one another, especially minority
yeah.
or minority. There is no point being racist. About release cardio, let's say, release cardio. Hopefully, that person is able to see what kind of a person he is and then learn his lesson. But who knows?
Get
about-
some compassion.
Exactly. Racism
As a
does
human
not
being.
hate. Okay, what is that code? Racism does not like.
no,
solve another
racism does
or
not
something.
see race. I mean, what? No, the virus
We're lost.
diseases do not see race.
Yeah.
So
It
we
could
just
be you, it could be them,
Yeah.
it could be anyone, it could be us.
And a quick thing. Obviously, Amro, within our community here in the Hampshire area, there is a lot of Bazibazis, and I used to hear like people about I used to hear people be like, "Is it deep theory? Pisa ferdin theory?"
What?
I've heard stuff like this. Like they do Amro Bazibazi or like, and it's usually kids.
Yeah,
and
it is kids.
it's like, yo, teach your kids to love, to share, and
like,
They
imagine
need
if
to
your
go to that history
granddad,
lesson.
imagine if your granddad was walking with a stick and then like some kids just grabbed it. Like that's not very nice.
Do you remember that viral video a few years back? It was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
on the Faletini, Bazilai.
Yeah.
Oh
Near
my
this
God.
area, man.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
that.
disgusting. But I think the kids got suspended or something. Don't
Yeah,
know about-
from
Did they
school.
learn the lesson though? You need to
Probably
teach them
not.
what's right and
Probably
what's
not.
wrong.
Yeah.
Because like, what's that? It's on VTP. They're not gonna be racist. Like,
Yeah.
Gordananda is
They're not
something
born
that-
with
yeah.
like
Yeah.
They
they're
don't see color
racist,
like
they're
that.
being taught. They pick it up.
It's taught or
Yeah.
it's picked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just wanted to kind of like discuss about the
Issues.
hot topic at
Yeah.
this moment and kind of talk about the tea and also the issues that's coming out of it.
Do you guys
Yeah.
think UK will pull through it if it does take a bad turn?
Eventually, but you know how recent news McGov were saying 60% of the UK population is ideal that they should get it again. Like what? Like
That's very scary. Like even like we're talking about NHS, of course it's like free healthcare and it is not prepared for what is coming. If something big as about China Korea ayawani, that is doomsday for us in
even
the UK.
Italy, because Italy compared to China is tiny. So
Yeah.
another thing, obviously it is a very like common flu-like symptoms and so on. If you have that or this is happening, it says isolate yourself.
Yeah.
Because our friend who is a nurse, she's saying like so many patients are freaking out and going to hospital and then they come out negative.
Don't.
So like literally it's such an improper use of the NHS.
Yeah.
The NHS does so much for our country and I do feel for the
Yeah.
staff that's working along
Yeah.
There's so much pressure on them at the moment and like they're probably even like working double shifts now because of like patient to nurse ratio is also it's always been very low.
Especially at a
low
time
in
like
terms
this.
of like 1 nurse to like 9 patients, that kind of thing. And in the coming days we're probably gonna see the number go even more higher.
Yeah.
And I don't think, to be honest, I don't think UK is like fully prepared for it. I'm very worried.
I
There
feel
was
like it's
a
usually-
statistic where it said like it is possible that 150,000 people could get this, whereas there's only 4,000 beds in total all over the UK who can accommodate for intensive care,
I know,
which is a very scary idea.
and this the way, because you say it's like they have to kind of choose who gets through,
Yeah,
who is the most
yeah,
important.
That's what's
And didn't our friend say if they are coming back with a positive result, they are told to go home and self-isolate
Yeah.
themselves anyway. So might as well do that precaution, the 14 days. Got the 7 days?
7 days, and then if it gets worse, it's 14 days, I think. I guess 7 days is like to kind of see where you are, and then if it gets worse, give them a call on 111.
Yeah, 111. They
not
will.
999, please.
That is improper use again. Like, oh my god, can I just say, like, I used to work at a GPA. Now, patients would call phone guard, oh, I want this appointment and one again. Our protocol, like what we've been told, is like to ask for a reason, because we want to make sure they get the better care. We can signpost them to the right place they know. And they used to say like simple things like headache or cold or sniffles. Then it's something you can get treated over the pharmacy, and we strongly recommend that. But whenever we say pharmacy madza, we have training for this, by the way. And whenever we say, okay, can you please visit your local pharmacy, and if they say it needs to be seen by the doctor, then can you give us a ring back, is what we would say. I've had so many people that are like, oh, what do you know? You're just a receptionist. Wow. Or they'd be like, oh, you're not going to give me an appointment? I'll just walk into the A&E. You don't know how much I hated that so much, because it's not fair, Nita, because there's so much on.
Are working really hard.
Yeah, and there's so much serious cases. Your common cold can wait, mate. Like no medication will solve that. Again, it's the truth, yo.
I think like the people here has been like so spoiled.
Yeah,
because of the free NHS.
Can I also say, like, we had a patient like 60 koti borsake bazi go right now, and then he again called in to book an appointment. I said the same thing about how, you know, it can be treated over the pharmacy. Can you please visit the nearby pharmacy? And I even directed to the nearby pharmacy, which is literally 5 minutes down the road from us. And then he said, no, I want to use the NHS. Like, we don't pay you. Like, he was basically saying, I worked for 80 years today. Now, all my tax money is going to you guys, and I'm not even getting the service I want to get. And then he put in a letter of complaint. Obviously, like, then the manager knows who's right and wrong in this situation. We literally have everything recorded, and they were able to hear it and the recording, and they're like, yeah, this is not going to go anywhere. And he even said, like, threatened to be like, I'm going to complain to the directors or
wow. People really go that far.
Yes. And talking about complaint, like, you don't know, like, even nurse, doctor, and or like NHS patients, like, you don't know what they're going through. And before you complain, just think about what it's really important if you want to complain or not. Like,
some people have way too much time. Jesus.
I mean, understandable that you only know yourself better than other people do, and that symptom might be very scary, but just common sense.
And also like our speaking to from a receptionist point of view, yes, we're just a receptionist. But we are given some sort of like got the level some of the training vehicles and for like even conjunctivitis, stuff like that can be treated over the counter, which I didn't even know. So whenever people come to us like, no, it needs to be looked at by the doctor, like please. Oh, I'm so tired. And in Didi Sang Politiki, who currently still works at a GPA now, and I asked her, oh, with this rise in COVID-19, how are you guys handling? I bet it must have been stressful. Because she was like, please don't even talk about it. I just felt so bad, like, because the flu time, this flu jab season, it gets so hectic. We book basically another hall, and we have queues of people, and we get so many calls. And even if we're closed in bank holiday minor, which we normally are, and then if it's like, obviously they went for 3-day weekend, but that people go crazy on Tuesday. They're like, oh my god, I need an appointment. So I can't even imagine when COVID-19 list that it cost was a phone calls. Oh my god. So please, I'm tired. Please, I'm tired. We're all tired. Let's just live in harmony and peace. But yeah,
amen.
Let's go to amen. So yeah, thank for this video.
But I think the UK
here we go again.
Sorry, it's not gonna end.
We always say, okay, this is it. We carry on.
And then one of us has some
These
other
two.
We finished. We know how we do that. And then so many of the times we stop recording, we're like, oh, we forgot to say this. It's so funny.
I think like the UK should definitely learn from like other countries and take quicker measures right now when the situation is not as bad, because like when it gets out of control, it's gonna be one heck of a mess.
Prevention is
better than cure.
Sorry, another tea I just remembered. See, like, we go back and forth with this. Well, they were saying, isn't it crazy how it's affecting, obviously, the older generation, especially with the health condition existing. But statistically, there was no cases of younger kids, especially 10 years and younger, which is so crazy because with common cold and stuff like this, usually the eldest and the youngest that's like more affected. And then obviously with the recent article, Matsi, newborn baby that lagi but they're still trying to figure out how they got this.
It's also the males, the females and the babies. Yeah, females and babies are least likely to get it, right? And males and elderly are more likely to get it.
So that's another tea that how younger kids these are affected with nani काममा चाहिँ एउटा केटीलाई एउटा केटीले भन्थे कि हुन्छ नि एउटा मेरो साथीको blah 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 को छोरालाई लाग्यो भने नि त अनि मैले चाहिँ how old भनेको 13 के. So like at the moment and as of today, like besides the newborn यतिको चाहिँ लागेको छैन के, which is so crazy. Like the tea, I don't know, something to do with something population control. But please do not be afraid. What are your thoughts on people panicking and buying all these toilet papers? People are running out of all these pastas and things.
Of course, this is like a global
Pandemic.
I mean, just before I say that, the WHO or WHO did announce that it is a pandemic on the 11th of March. So, and following that, I think there has been a lot more rise in people panicking, which has led to very stupid decisions and limited toilet paper, toilet roll. But I don't know if other countries are seeing this. I know like US is as well as UK. But
we're talking mainly from UK point of view, I guess, because we're here.
Like our supermarkets, their toilet roll section is empty, you guys.
Pastas
is empty. Hand sanitizers, cleaning sprays, bleach. Even bleach is gone.
Hopefully they're not drinking it.
Hopefully they're not drinking it. Jeez. And one of the I saw this in just Instagram feed or just in one of the feeds that people are going crazy and buying all of these items that they probably won't need, but they're not buying the item that they will need for their health, which is like immune system tablets, like vitamin C tablets. If you look at your pharmacy and Boots or just Magoira, like those shelves are still very fully stocked up.
I haven't been.
It's crazy.
Oh, really?
My God. And you know how like once the word pandemic came out, like people were going crazy, and I read it in one of the comments. The reason that people are going crazy is because the word pandemic mainly is kind of similar to panic.
Oh yeah,
yeah. But I mean, like, it does make sense why they are worried, because if they have to like self-isolate, I mean, they're gonna need these stocks and stuff. But it is really unfair because you know that photo of that body who literally had nothing, and I saw a video of Australia, like here, two ladies, one's a bit older and one's very young, and you're a toilet paper assist, okay? And everyone's like, yo, calm down, and like, but still, like, it's really not fair on the. Think about those who are more vulnerable, like, don't be so greedy. Actually,
I think the government should also like kind of point out that people will be economically like supported in some kind of way, because like I know like a lot of people who are panicking is because like they know that they're gonna not go to job and not earn, and they're probably worried like how they're gonna look after their family if like they're not earning for like the next 2 weeks, or like if it does go on lockdown for like the next month or whatever. But I think there should be some kind of reassurance given.
I think they're getting to that point.
I think they have emergency meeting or something like that.
Yeah.
I know, like
because when we had
if you have the virus, from the first day you can get paid.
The sick pay has changed now.
It will
for the time.
It's usually 4 days, and then you're gonna. Yeah, it's from the first day.
So there's been some progress in that area, but
I feel like they do need, because prevention is better than cure, right? Like, as a country who but we have seen what it could be, like Italy and so on. Therefore, I feel like we should do some sort of and what do you guys think about the complete lockdown? Should that take place ASAP?
I think they should do it as soon as.
Somebody's getting very tired. This news is everywhere. Sometimes I'm like, I don't even want to look at the news. It's too much of that same subject. Like news is Surmaze. One thing that annoyed me was like Surmaze kind of the way they portrayed it, like made everyone panic, and now that everyone is panicked and buying all this and that, they're like, yo, don't need to buy anything, don't panic,
like, slow down.
It's you guys.
You know,
Yeah.
like the toilet paper. I need. Was it? I think two items per customer now.
They
I
do
know.
that now,
they
yeah.
have
Like,
now.
limit-
Yeah. What
limited.
if they go home and then come back another day?
Or like I have like for example 4
Yeah, that's
individuals, 4 people in my family. I take 2, my brother takes 2, my mom takes 2, my
Yeah.
dad takes 2. What's gonna do happen with that?
Yeah, how are you gonna battle that?
But you know how they were saying, I don't know if it's true or I don't know where I saw this, but you know where basically Costco has this policy where you can return anything. Basically, okay, when I used to work at Costco as well, I worked everywhere. We had somebody like who bought strawberries and then bigger rates. So after a couple of months, because you don't even need a receipt because it's under membership months and stuff.
Okay.
They bought it like a few months ago and then it was and they came and asked for a refund and we by policy and didn't worry that they get
What? Strawberries?
strawberries, yeah.
But food is perishable items.
And another thing as well, there was this guy who bought shoes, I believe, I know. And then he came back wanting to return because I was in the membership desk, so this is what I had to deal with all the time. But he bought like shoes and the sole was like black, like this, yeah. And then he wanted refund. We of course had to give it to him.
That's just taking the mad
Advantage,
advantage of
yeah.
This was a
Taking
year
the-
after he bought it. A year
Oh my
after he bought it.
God.
So there is this thing I know on the news that I've seen like Costco is not going to allow people to refund because they're now panic buying everything either. And then
Yeah.
once this goes, they might just return everything
Yeah.
one. They
Yeah.
I think they're trying to do something with that.
They should have done this ages ago anyway.
I don't think like
But
they
I'm
maybe
taking too much
expected it. It's
advantage,
just-
yeah.
Yeah. Just
Like
crazy.
especially with fruits and vegetables,
Exactly.
like months, but see who returns it? Like seriously,
I don't
Kuya
know.
ko.
I know Kuya Koke. Like I mean they have. I think that is basically about Costco does run a membership nida na. Maybe that is why they want to, I guess, allow it because customer first, customer is always right.
Even
So
where
I
I
will-
work at, because I sometimes have to go to customer service.
Yeah.
Mhm.
These people that come up, oh my god, I'm like, are you sure? Like, like for example, a sweater, yeah?
Yeah.
They buy it and then they wear it and then they put it in the wash and then like, wow, and it seems like, oh, I want a refund, this is faulty. Like, I'm like, but, I don't know.
I wish I was that Kwanza confident to
yeah.
going to do that.
I heard, like in your store specifically, what they do is like they actually purposely hold or said they're like, I want this discount on this item because it's got a hole.
Oh yeah, and then you have to give 10%.
Okay, anyway,
this is turning into a customer
again,
complaint video.
Moving away from that, just a thought that I had is like, of course, like every country has their own rules and their governments, and there are specific countries who are a lot more stricter by law, ne? So if you look at China, I think one of the reasons why China has done so well in like preserving this virus and slowing down the rate is because people listen to their government and what they say. They listen to their country, whereas like.
But then that's the difference between us versus the communist country.
Yeah.
Everything is tracked and
So,
garden
I don't know.
gray area. Along with that, actually, another tea. You know how like we think or we say that this COVID-19 started sort of end of 2019,
Yeah.
but a lot of people are thinking I know it started way before that because
Yeah.
because obviously social media isn't the same here.
Yeah.
That does say, and they're apparently like there's a circulating theory, but to where it came to our Facebook and Instagram. This is a common socials not on it. It took time, I guess, so it probably started way before we say that it started.
Another tea.
Another tea.
Oh yeah, I
There's
think,
too many teas.
Yeah.
yeah.
The number of
This
cases
can
will
go
be
on and
small.
on, mate.
Yeah. Another tea is
Yeah.
you know that book?
The
That
Sylvia
book.
Brown book. The Sylvia Brown book that's been circulating.
Yeah.
Sylvia
so
Brown is called
scary.
End of
Oh,
Days.
yeah,
It
yeah,
had-
I remember now. I remember.
So basically, for those that does not know this, like how could you not know?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I think I sent you.
So
I probably
she
did
is-
Sorry.
she is this author.
Yes.
She's an author who has a book called
End of Day.
End
End of Days.
End of Days, and in there she has highlighted that in the year 2020,
Can I read it?
she's
have
gonna
it.
read you the text
Oh shit.
from the book.
So in the book it says in around 20 I think this was published I think 2008 or 2011 because there was a second edition and so on, so I got
Okay.
confused. But it says page number 312, it says in around 2020 a severe pneumonia like illness will spread throughout the globe, attacking the lungs and the bronchial tubes and resisting all its known treatments. Almost more baffling than the illness itself will be the fact that this will suddenly vanish as quickly as it arrived, attack 10 years later, and then disappear completely.
Oh.
And it's crazy because obviously this was written
In
like,
years ago. That's
with that
What year was it out?
2008, July 2008.
I think there's another I don't know
She's
who
a
it
psychic.
was.
Mhm.
It says like, oh my god, even the illness or something is called Wuhan 400 or something like that.
Oh my god,
Oh,
too.
I
Whoa,
saw
I've seen that.
And there's
Yeah. That
another one where there's a anime or manga maze. Like there is this page where it says on 2020 ma extensions vanilla, and that's quite scary.
Oh my god,
I
this is like The Simpsons.
Yes, I was gonna say.
How in Simpsons
This
it's
is where
usually like predictions are they come true in the
There's so many and what they do is like for example Simpson with clip real life event with clip.
Oh,
Have you seen they
Oh
put
my
it next
God,
to each
yes,
other?
yeah.
It's so
Yeah.
mind blowing.
The latest one was where the Kobe Bryant go helicopter.
Was that one of them?
I think so.
What
Either Simpsons or something arcade cartoon.
But it's crazy how they predicted is that the
how
way
would
the
you-
universe
how would you
works?
think-
There's another T saying like people who create this are time travelers.
Yeah,
Oh,
time
yeah.
travelers. Or they say something and then they're putting it out in the universe and then it slowly follows on. Okay, like something to do with law of
Physics.
gravity. I don't know. I don't want to don't quote me on this.
Okay, bye bye.
Okay,
Get
but
chills.
anyway,
We can talk about this for hours. We will have another video. How about that? We will talk about just general tea.
yeah, general teas.
Oh my God. I love
Anyway,
it.
as to wrap this up, please be safe. Please stay alert and aware of yourself and your families at this crisis time.
Please,
Just-
if you have body body,
Yes, please
Yeah, hand washing
educate
techniques.
them on how to wash their hands, because I know like our Nepali community like hand washing is not a very
No, this is the one that Helene I have seen.
I have witnessed.
Toilets of the Heli hat. It's just a girl.
So
That's
we're not
it.
very good at that. So please Nepali, if you have grandparents, educate
anyone,
them. Anyone really, not just grandparents.
And sorry, I don't know we're going to end it, but I just want to say one more thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
one
more thing. How they're obviously your prevention is better than cure, and the best thing to do is wash your hands. But it's so common. You should be doing this all the time. The amount of the news is proper pushing it out. It's you should be doing this on a daily basis.
Yeah.
This is when Ebola or swine flu came out. We were in school, and then that's when the hand sanitizers came out, and then everyone used to buy the hand sanitizers, and then
probably.
Do you remember?
Because I don't remember buying having the need to buy hand sanitizers
what's
way before.
Yeah, I feel like this gave
I think after all
was
these
it Ebola or
viruses-
swine flu
I
or
don't know,
something like
maybe.
that? But we were in school, and then
But it's such a common practice. You should be doing this every day,
Yeah.
not just because this is a certain crisis.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Anyway, do that.
yeah, continue.
Sorry.
So as all the health websites and WHO, CDC have outlined the main three symptoms that you will come across if you have, or if you think you have the virus, is that you're gonna have a dry cough, you're gonna have difficulty in breathing, and I think there was another one I can't remember. Do you guys remember?
No. All I hear is
And temperature, yeah,
flu-like
and fever.
symptoms.
So fever, dry cough, and
Heavy
difficulty breathing. So please just be mindful of those symptoms. And one of the things that people have started doing, or it would be a good idea if you do, is that if you do go out in public spaces, please note down where you have gone. It is very good practice, and I've heard that hospitals have now been asking patients where they've been, or who they've been in contact with, to kind of really get down our specific area, or how much of an effect it can have to those people around. So that would be a good idea as well.
Yeah, and one more thing. I mean, this kind of relates. We have been talking about a lot of tea in this video.
Yeah.
It's finished. Oh, you've got a little bit more. But if we suddenly vanish or disappear,
Oh my god, girl.
you know that the G are after us.
This girl.
I
Oh
really
my
love
God.
this whole tea stuff, you guys. I'm a psycho. Because no, don't.
No. Psychic.
But yeah, we just let's just end
Really
it.
just be alert and aware.
Mhm.
Don't panic, be alert and be aware. That's the two
Look
main
after
things.
one another.
Yeah,
Panic
just-
is the worst thing you can
Yeah.
do. Yeah, like in times of this, like times like this,
Mm.
like I know it's easier said than done to stay quiet
Yeah.
and stay calm.
Mm.
But yeah, do not panic. You're making it worse for yourself.
And don't hide it from like your workplace or your friends or your family, thinking that it's just gonna go away. If you feel like you even have like the mildest like flu-like symptoms or like a very dry cough and you're feeling feverish, just stay away from everyone. Tell your family, look, I feel like this. I'm just gonna stay in my room
2 meter distance.
because that is really the best practice that everyone can do right now.
And also, like, if one family member has it, I think the whole family
Family.
has to isolate
Yeah,
themselves
yeah.
as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's-
I think I also heard that it takes at least 10 minutes
Mm-hmm.
for that infected person to infect other
Pass it
people.
on. But that's the dangerous thing with this virus is because like about after and you for example you've got it, you don't even know you have it yet,
Yeah.
you're just spreading it
So
across.
this was the thing where people were saying, middle-aged people and children are less likely to get it. But the what they've been saying is that even if they do not contract it, they might be the carrier of the virus and the infection.
Mhm.
So unknowingly, they might be passing it to like the older generation or older people. So just be a bit mindful. I know like the ratio of or the percentage of those middle-aged people and young people getting is quite low.
Mhm.
But just because it's low doesn't mean that you can still go out just to everywhere and
Yeah.
just be a bit
Yeah.
Mindful.
mindful.
Mindful, yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, that's it. I was going to stop
Yeah.
stop being like constantly like they are racist one. Nothing but like we've already said it.
Okay, guys, thank you for watching.
Yeah.
Don't forget to like,
Hopefully we'll pull through this.
subscribe,
We'll get through this, guys.
and comment
Okay.
down below.
Don't forget to
Like.
like. Come
I
on.
said it already.
Okay,
Don't
we'll
worry.
through that.
Yeah.
Don't forget
forget
to
to
like, subscribe, and comment down below.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Stay safe. Stop